Hello and welcome to another Needlessly Complicated 14. My name's Ari and today we are going to be having a grand old time because we are going to talk about my camping trip over the weekend while we clear Hall of the Novice and also Sastasha. So just one moment. I'm running a little bit behind today because I'm not in the groove of being home yet, let alone streaming, so hang on just a minute. Gotta do the things. Alright, I think I did all the things now. So, we should be ready to go. Alright, so currently we are on Gladiator. And we're gonna head over to Hall of the Novice and get that started. I'm gonna switch on over to Marauder. And I am going to... Do I need to eat a food? I might need to eat a food. Anyway, so with the Hall of the Novice, I have not done any of them. Hi, Seki! I have not done any of the Hall of the Novice outside of, well, DPS, specifically ranged DPS. Because of course not. Alright, so, yeah. How are you today, Seki? I mean, we talked a little bit earlier, but anything exciting since then? Tired but good, glad to hear it. Oh, this is right here, so I might as well take a whack at it. You went into the pool? God, I'm jealous. I would love to go into the pool. It is hot as hell here. I was freezing my ass off all weekend long, and now it's just way too flippin' warm. So yeah, I might as well get started talking about the kind of weekend I had while I take out this hunts log real quick. Oh, did it. Awesome. So my partner and I, we do this camping trip every single year. Oh, I didn't even notice that on the other side. And usually it's real sunny during the daytime, real cold at night. This time around, we ran into weather, and I'll get to that in just a sec. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jacket sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of the Sastasha Sea Grot. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions, and you shall need training. We here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him, and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. Hi, Smith. So, like I said, we are going to be clearing all three options for Hall of the Novice, just to do all of them, because I don't know how to tank and I don't know how to heal. I know how to hit things real hard. When you have mastered it, all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of Sastasha's Sea Grot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. Alright, so... Hello, Smith. According to my records, you have yet to fully complete your training. You are under no obligation to finish the final exercise, of course, but there is much to gain and not to be lost in the attempt. Like gear, which we desperately need. Yep. Okay, how do I tanky? How do I tank? It's gonna tell me. Listen up, novice. For this exercise, you'll be learning avoidance. I'm good at that. An enemy often tips his hand before a big strike, so save yourself some hurt and step clear of the impact. Uh-huh. Show you've learned to get out of the way and you'll pass. Okay, that seems simple enough. Are we clear? Let me know when you're ready to begin. I'm so down, dude, but I cannot skip this dialogue. So let's see if I can tell a story and do Hall of the Novice at the same time. Training exercise is now underway. Do I have to defeat them or just get out of the way? Avoid enemy attacks. That's all it says. Cool beans. Alright, so. So on the way up there, it was incredibly clear. Sky was nice. Just nice, clear, beautiful day. Extremely green. And then, out of frickin' nowhere, it starts to sprinkle. Just a little bit. It's not bad. Nothing like that. Nothing terrible. However, I'm just gonna smack you a few times just for funsies. And yeah, so it started to sprinkle. Not a big deal. I didn't really care too much that it was sprinkling. That's fine, whatever. Like, uh-oh. Gotta get out of the way now. It starts to hail. And not only is it hailing, but it's hailing real hard. So, we are in a truck. Fine, whatever. Good old truck. Appreciate the truck. And that's all well and good, but this hail is coming down real hard. So hard that we can barely see 20 feet in front of us. It was really, really bad. Okay, let's see what we have to do for the next one. Tell me what you need me to do for this one, good sir. Listen up, novice. Uh-huh, I'm listening. When it comes to your place in a party, you're the wall of steel that takes the enemy hits. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Soaking up the pain and keeping your mates safe. That's what you need to focus on most during battle. Okay. Maybe I should talk as slow as him. Enmity is a measure of how badly a foe wants to kill ye. So for this exercise, you'll be learning about enmity and how to build it. Remember to bolster yourself with defiance before every battle. That'll get your foes to notice you nice and early. Uh-huh. Best way to establish yourself as a threat and string together some nasty combinations. I don't know if I'm doing my combinations correctly, so that's fine. Heavy swing, follow with maim. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that all you got for me? Yeah, that's all you got for me. Okay. Yeah, we're clear. Keep on going, my friend. Yes, please. Please let me go in. Please. Okay, so back to the hail. It was hailing real damn hard. It was at the point that, okay, yeah, let me hit the thing. Please. Get the wrong order 4 times and we start over. That's bullshit. Okay. So, yeah, it was to the point where it was hailing so bad that we could not see more than 20 feet in front of us. It is on mountain roads and switchbacks with a line of cars behind us. Oh, was that it? So it was almost to the point where we just had to pull over and wait the storm out. Yeah, that's all you need? I mean, sure, that's what you say now, but I'm only level 15. Did we get gear for that one? No. Boo! So we were just about ready to pull over. It was not great. Okay, duty commenced. I'm listening, Master of Shields. Do you recall how you built enmity in the last exercise? This time, you'll be testing the combination on a proper opponent, okay? Like I said before, bears repeating, your job is to soak up the pain and keep your mate safe. Uh-huh. Talk faster. Okay, directing foe's enmity onto yourself. If your ally is still standing at the end of the fight, it'll count as a win. Okay, that's not terrible, I don't think. I don't know how to do most of this. Yeah, I'm ready to begin, I think. So, yeah, we're about ready to pull over, and then it starts to clear up. Thank goodness. So, round your opponent with your combination and don't let your ally get hit. Is this my ally? Yeah. Hey, hey buddy. I'm right here. Okay. So, yeah, it starts to clear up, and then we get to the part where we're kind of at part of the fire scar. I believe I mentioned it last time, but where we were heading up was right where there was a huge fire last year. I live in California. We have mega fires, and that's just kind of what we deal with. Yes, give me shoes. Hey! Level up! Awesome! Okay. Ooh, those are cute shoes too. I'm gonna just continue on with Marauder. I'll level up Gladiator later. But yeah, we started getting to where there were once trees. And then there weren't. For this exercise, you'll learn how to build enmity with multiple opponents. Have you tried using your overpower technique? Aggravate the entire group of enemies. Cool. Overpower hits every bugger in a cone in front of you, make sure you're positioned so you don't miss anyone. Yeah, the poor trees, I know. It was rough seeing that, for sure. So yeah, we started seeing all these places where there had once been trees. We were able to see the lake north of where we camp. And like miles before we normally would be able to. Like 40 minutes before we would normally be able to. It was pretty rough. And oh, we gotta position ourselves correctly. I don't know if I can hit all three enemies at the same time. Can you reach all of them? What? Can you even reach all of them? Try the middle? Ugh, okay, I'll try the middle. But we got into parts where it was kind of... And stand between them and try in the middle? Okay. It would be nice if they gave you an obvious cone like they do for your enemies. Because this is not a cone. This appears to be a circle around me. Yeah. It's a circle around me. Nothing to do with a cone. There we go. So there were some nice parts where like you could see things growing back, and that was just They changed it in 6.1. Good to know. It used to be a cone until 1 month ago. Well then. We're getting through the tank ones though. That's good. I'm listening. Training against multiple opponents. Use overpower to gain enmity. Make sure the enemy's only interested in hitting you. Defeat every enemy on the field. Yep. Okay. So we were starting to see where some of the vegetation was growing back and some places where thankfully the fire had not hit. Then we turned onto the road that we had to go because we had to go up the long way for this time around. And yeah, that was pretty rough because like it adds a lot of time to the trip. This is a little distracting, huh? Okay. So we had to go the long way, so it was a longer trip. Not by as much, surprisingly. But we get back into where we're going because instead of just being able to cut through the pass like we normally do, we had been told there was still snow and there had been trees that were downed. Yes, thank you. Pants! I like pants. Yeah! Ooh, not pants. Skirt. Cute skirt. I approve of cute skirt. Oh. Following must be completed. Brutal strength. So I haven't done... Oops. I think that tank has... Is it 7 or 9 of these exercises? But I have to apparently go do brutal strength first. We'll just teleport to Ailport because I don't feel like walking that very short distance. Okay, so where was I in the story? We were still actually getting to the camp, which was an ordeal. It was an ordeal to get to the camp. I was surprised. Jump. Are you here? There you are. Hi, Rainfred. One of Virzoin's girls, are you? Why, I've known that sprat since he was knee-high to a... Well, he was always kind of a big fella, was Virzoin. And now they call him Axemaster, eh? Not a subtle lot, you marauders. No, sir, we are not. So I suppose you're here to hunt down our local trouble. What you need to do then is take yourself northwest up to Camp Skull Valley and give a good whistle. The mean bugger you're after, his name's Patrapaton, by the way, will come running across the weeded plains. He'll think you're trespassing on his territory, see? So you better have that cleaver of yours ready. The ocean's blessing be upon you. Okay. Now where do I go? Okay, map. I need to go to Skull Valley, so that's up here, right? No, brutal strength. That's Toxic Avenger, Nestwy Forge. Probably pirates. Where's brutal strength? Oh. Okay. It's just not on my list 05 over here. Okay, so we turn onto the road and we're back in the area we normally go. We normally go over the pass, but we had to loop all the way around to the backside near that northern lake because of downed trees and such. Yeah, it was it was pretty burnt to the ground at that point, which was very sad to see. And I was just so scared that when we got up there, it was just gonna all be gone. I was just so scared that we would show up and just see the whole place flattened. On Twitter, I believe I have it posted a picture of our view from the camp last year. A view from our... Why is it a Curial? I thought they weren't supposed to be native here. But I posted a picture from our tent last year, waking up that first morning of camping, and I was so afraid that it was just going to be char. But we finally got through the woods a little bit more, or rather what was left of them. And now we just take it straight to Limsa, do we? Okay. But we got over that hill and we went past the creek, and there was damage, sure, but it was just incredibly comforting and almost overwhelming how happy I was to see just fields of green and so many trees still up there. It was just almost enough to make you cry. So I was just so thankful that all of that was still there, even after such a truly devastating megafire had rolled through. Alright, I've been in contact with Rainfred, and he had not but praise for you, Arietta. Your representation of the guild has been exemplary. There is one more task I would have you complete this day, a task that will demonstrate for you just how strong you've become. Report to Scapfgim, where he waits on the banks of the ageless river, and he shall help you unveil the untapped power of your axe. Again? Okay, gotta go to middle, Lenosha. Come on, come on, come on, run! This was not part of the plan! I'm probably gonna need to do this with all of them, aren't I? Because I didn't do the level 15 quest for most of them, because I was just trying to get to level 15, not, like, complete things. Oh, come on, why aren't you... We'll just run. So yeah, we get to camp, and like I say, it was a little bit singed, but it wasn't nearly as bad as I had feared. Where we put up our tents and where we have our fire pit, it was a little rough. Quite a number of those trees, while they are still standing, were damaged enough by the fire that they're probably going to need to be either taken out by hand, or they're just going to fall on their own because they're so susceptible to disease and vermin because of the weakened state that they're in. But if you're looking away from that, it's all green. It's all green. And it was just beautiful to see it like that. Aye, lass, I know why you're here, and after seeing this big old boulder, I'd wager you know why you're here too. Now, my rock's a bit more of a challenge than those pebbles Rotgeim had you training on. To crack this beauty will require a relatively heavy swing. Impossible, you say? Ha! Virzone wouldn't send you out here if he didn't think you capable. Okay, so do I just smack it with a regular old heavy swing? Is that what we doing? Yeah. Yay! I hit it so hard it disappeared, guys. Ha, would you look at that. And on your first attempt, too. Well, I guess it's back to the Axe Master for you. That it is, sir. That it is. And I'm gonna teleport, because I'm tired of walking, and it's just taking so long. I'm gonna need to get real good at making money in this game just for teleportation fees. Okay. Aethernet, and we go up to the Marauders Guild. And hello, Viernzone. I knew you'd return before long. The deafening crack of shattering boulder reached me even here. This feat of strength deserves recognition, and you shall have it in the form of a new technique. Adopted and perfected by our guild forebears, the tomahawk throw was the first devised by pirates as an opening attack on closing enemy vessels. Which makes me sad now because we didn't get the chance to actually throw tomahawks this year. Normally every year we have some logs set up that we throw hawks at. And, like, I was getting really good at it last year, mind you. I hit 10 out of 11 throws. I was very proud of myself. Because I was getting real good at it. Okay, though we primarily focus on close quarter combat, you will no doubt find that having a powerful ranged strike at your disposal greatly expands your tactical versatility. I sense that the impending confrontation with Kujata weighs heavily on your mind, Arietta, but hurried swings lead to glancing blows. There's no swift road to attaining the peak of mastery you seek, only a steady, measured ascent. Okay, so I just got new clothes, so they're probably better than these. I'm going to get a new chest, going to get new gloves, I have new pants and I have new boots. Double checking. Yeah. The new stuff is still better, so I'm gonna take the money. Terrifying, but awesome. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that the dozers that the firefighters brought in knocked down the stacks of wood stumps that we normally throw at, so yeah, that would be why. Okay. How do I get back to where I was? What was I doing? Aha. Need to go to Aleport so that we can finish up the Hall of the Novice. Gotta clear it. Clear the Hall of the Novice. Okay. So... yes. Now where was I what I was talking about? Oh! So one of the things that did end up burning down because, again, part of the camp that we set up did burn down. This is privately owned land that is in the middle of a national forest. So we have the run of the place because we have keys. But one of the things that ended up burning down in the fire were the outhouses. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. For this exercise... oh, where did I put Tomahawk? That's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be here. I wasn't paying enough attention. Oh no, what did he say? Asking to get swarmed. And your Tomahawk technique will be the tool for the job. Rather than blunder into a mob of nasties, better to pull off a few at a time from a safe distance. Yep. I appreciate this tactic. Defeat every enemy on the field and I'll consider your lesson learned. This one does... no, this gets amenity and this gets a stun target. Yes, I'm ready. I heard everything you said, honest. No, I didn't. Not at all. Okay, so the outhouse is burned down. And sadly, oh god, get on with it. I just want to hit some things. Yes, thank you. So on the property, about a mile uphill, was another outhouse up by the cabin. We don't use the cabin. It's not part of what we use in our camping because that's not why we go up camping there. and I'll get to more of that in a minute as well. But the outhouses, like, only, I'd say, like, a month or two before the fire broke out, they had just dug new holes. And the outhouses burned down. Except for the one that was over by the cabin, because the firefighters are trained to protect the structures and property more than, like, outbuildings. Because, like, it could be someone's house. They don't know. They just show up where they're needed. So, the one that was a mile uphill was still technically available. So I scouted out the area, wanted to see what was up with that, to see if it was actually a practical option. So, you know, like, it had 4 walls. It had 4 walls and it had a door. And, that was a benefit. It had a roof, so stuff wasn't falling into it. That's always a good thing. In solo play, though, pulling a few at a time can be helpful. Yes, absolutely. I love pulling individually, especially for content that isn't part of a duty, because just, like, it just makes playing solo so much easier. I want the money and I want the gear, but you have not given me more gear. Sir. Okay. So yeah, it had 4 walls, it had a ceiling, technically, and it had a door. And this man wants to talk to me again. Okay. For this exercise, you'll learn how to deal with reinforcements. Sometimes there'll be latecomers to a battle, so you've got to stay alert. If you notice a new foe arrive, don't give in to panic, keep calm, and pick the enemy up with your usual tools. Are they too far away for a combination? Then reel them in with a tomahawk. Once you've got everyone nice and close, you can switch to overpower to keep that enmity flowing. Defeat every enemy on the field, and I'll consider your lesson learned. Okay. So yeah, I open up the door, and you know, it's set up so it has, like, the box-like structure with a hole in it. There was a toilet seat, however, it was not actually connected. So I had to go out of my way to make sure that it was over the hole. And, you know, I helped. Okay. Are we back? Is it working? Okay, it's working. I don't know what happened with my headphones just there, but I totally lost sound and I guess also the ability to talk to you guys. Okay. So another feature of this outhouse was that it was carpeted. Someone had a real good sense of humor, and they put a green shag rug in there, and you could not tell the difference between the green shag rug and the actual living moss. You couldn't see the difference. It was hilarious. But another thing is that I'm very glad that I came prepared because the toilet paper in there, well, I know kindergartners younger than that toilet paper, and I also had a lantern because it was incredibly dark. I'll see you later, Noseki. Have a good dinner. But the thing that I'm most thankful for is that there was a wire hanger that was bent into shape because the latch was on the outside and it fell into place when you closed the door. Least helpful. But yes, that was a fun experience. But yeah, getting into the camp, like, we were hoping that hailstorm that we originally were dealing with. Okay, I'm ready to begin. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Shield Master. Master of Shields. My bad, whatever. We were hoping that storm was not going to follow us in. That would have sucked, right? No, we weren't really all that prepared for rain or anything. That would have been real crappy, you know? So yeah, when we started setting up the tent, it started sprinkling again, and we're just sitting there like, oh no, not again. But it slowed down for a while, and that was good. But then we made dinner, and, you know, it started sprinkling a little harder. And once we had finished dinner, it started hailing again. And aren't we lucky that we had already set up the tent because, well, we did. It started hailing even harder. We ended up having to pack up into our tents and go to bed at 8 p.m. because it was hailing so hard and we didn't want to be left all bruised from weather. That just sounds like a bad idea. It sounds super uncomfortable. And guys, it wasn't just hailing hard, it was hailing really hard. It was so incredibly loud that my partner had saved some videos to his phone to watch, just like in the instance of an emergency, what have you, not have something to do. He couldn't hear it at max volume. He couldn't hear it at max volume, so we had to go to bed like 3 hours earlier than we normally would, and we had to go to sleep because there was nothing left to do. Luckily for us, the storm cleared away like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So the next day, the sky was clear, but it was very cold. And most of our gear was wet. So we were cold, and we were wet, and we didn't have quite as much gear as we would have normally liked. Because who expects it to suddenly start snowing? Well, not snowing, but hailing. Just absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Do we have the best gear? We can add brand new ring for this. And we'll probably get extras. But let's attempt the healing Hall of the Novice. Register for Hall of the Novice training for healer. I've not done healer either, so please forgive me if I'm terrible at this. Oh, it's got a cute little Lalafell to heal. She's adorable. When it comes to your place in the party, you are the soothing wind of restoration. Uh-huh. As such, rather than engaging the enemy directly, your primary goal is to focus upon the mending of wounds. Yep, I would think so. With the support of your diligent healing, your party will prevail against even the most savage of foes. I mean, you say that. Now that you understand what is expected of you, we can continue with the lesson. If you stop speaking so slowly... keep your ally healed. That seems easy enough. Provide support, defeat the enemy, and victory will be yours. So, I have to keep my party healed and defeat the enemy. I can do that. Oh, raisins. Eat more raisins. So yes, the next morning it was a reasonably clear sky, and I appreciated that, but it was still pretty cold, and a lot of our stuff was very wet. Cure. And cure again. So we had breakfast and that was nice. Your allies flustering, heal them. Yeah. This guy is way undergeared if he's taking hits that hard. Not flustering, faltering. I can read words. Okay, duty complete. So most of the people, because this is the group that we run with, decided, you know what? It was one heck of a storm last night and all that, and we're very not well rested because it's very hard to sleep when you have driving hail bouncing off a tent a foot overhead. Difficult to sleep in those conditions. And yet, they decided to hike to the peak, or one of the nearby peaks. Of course they did. Of course they did. In this next exercise, you will be healing multiple allies. Battle is chaotic, and you must needs learn flexibility. Thus, you will find yourself in a scenario which suddenly reinforcements threaten your party. You will need to stay alert and switch your attention between allies as the situation demands. Provide support, defeat the enemy, and victory will be yours. Any questions? We can begin as soon as you are ready. So, while most of our merry band of adventurers decided to go a hiking, Instead, my partner and I stayed back with an older gentleman who is very well versed in various survivalist and tracking techniques. So we had a fun time learning how to start a fire with, oh geez, what's it called? A bow drill? That's the one. Okay, so let's try 4. These guys are really under-geared. Jeez. They are really testing my ability to concentrate on more than one thing at once. Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm gonna hit that guy a little bit harder, make sure he goes down. Okay, you need some heals. And you need some heals. And we're just gonna... Okay. And... there we are. Not pretty, but I completed it. So yeah, we learned how to start a fire with a bow drill, which was... it definitely didn't work how you would think that it would work. Yeah, like you see it in like cartoons and movies and you assume, oh, I know how this goes. You assume that it has to do with the friction of the wood causing the heat to build up and then it just lights on fire, but that is not the case. And there's so many more parts to the actual setup of the bow drill than I thought there were. So what ends up happening is that you are actually taking a specified piece of wood that you have for the express purpose of using with a bow drill in combination with a spindle. So the first piece is, I believe, the cradle or the hearth, something similar to that. And then you have the spindle, which is the upright stick that is typically made of the same material or one that is very similar in hardness. Along with those, you have a handhold for the top. I wasn't paying attention. Let's hope I am able to figure it out as I go. And then you have the bow itself, which is very different from a bow you would use to shoot an arrow. And so stop dying so quickly. Jeez. Cast cure. Stop. Stop. Sorry guys, I am notoriously bad at doing 2 things at once, such as walking and chewing gum. Yay, I won! So there's all these pieces that I didn't really think would be there, and the point isn't to create friction super fast so that you build up heat and it just combusts from friction. That's not what it is at all. And no one tells you that until you're actually trying to do it. So what you're actually doing is you have to create kind of a little divot in this wood, and then you also have to cut a wedge out of it so that the friction actually creates a dust. And that dust is what ignites from the heat. And it has to be above 800 degrees before it will actually light that dust. So you have to build a very large amount of this wood dust from the friction and then build up the heat from the friction in order to ignite it. Okay. Oh, I've already done all the healer ones. Excellent. So, now I wanted to do... Which one did I want to do for this? I wanted to do... I think it was Pugilist, or was it Lancer? Which one has the lowest... I'm almost to 16 on Conjure, which is nice. Pugilist has the lowest EXP. And... okay. So this is going to be our last Hall of the Novice before we take on Sastasha. And this is the one I'm most familiar with, which means it's the one that I ignore a ton, which is bad, because I forget what I'm doing easily. Okay, cannot attack whatever enemy you please. So strike a foe other than one controlled by your ally, you risk becoming a target. So it's just focused attack, basically. Just like that one Mikote whose name I can never pronounce always says. Mm-hmm. Yep. They are so incredibly verbose. Stop talking. Okay. And we hit him, and we hit him again, and we hit him a third time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like a waltz, but only because of that specific timing. Another thing that they don't tell you about using a bow drill is that it is very heavily technique based, and that you have to have a certain amount of strength and muscle stamina for holding a controlled position. So it's an isometric hold in order to maintain what you need to maintain. The posture you need to maintain, the angle, and the technique. You need to maintain a certain technique throughout all of this. And it's difficult. They don't tell you that. So I got very, very close to creating a spark. I was almost there. You could see it just about to form. And then I literally fell over. It was so disappointing. I was so close. But now I have another skill more or less under my belt for camping purposes, and I'm happy about that. Oh geez, I didn't pay attention again. Oh well. Coordinate with your allies. It's in the top corner. That's good enough for me. Start with the fight with the staff waver and attack the same enemy as your ally. Okay, so we're starting with the staff waver, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I have become one with the staff waver. Okay, and now we do the quick-fisted fighter, so the other pugilist. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now the axe wielder, aka the marauder. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. I didn't realize that I had picked marauder, conjurer, and pugilist, which is the enemy group as well. I did not realize that. That's real funny. That was entirely on accident. Yes, coordination, blah blah blah, give me my money. Okay, this is exercise 3 or 4? I don't know. Well, after... Oh, evading, yeah. So I think it doesn't make you redo ones that are similar to the ones that you have done previously, even though they were part of different training exercises, which is nice. But the rest of the group came back. All of them had made it to the peak. And there's this portion of the hike at the very end, at the top, that's called the knife edge, and it's cliff on one side and sharp stabbity rocks on the other. It literally is a very concentrated, it's a very thin and concentrated space in order to get to the other side that has a marker. So all of them were pretty dang tired. Okay. Oop. Yep, it's DPS. Bravo, and that concludes the exercise. Yep, so we are finishing up Hall of the Novice, Seki. We're nearly done, I believe. Okay. Exercise 5. And I'm gonna have a pretzel. Well, I'm glad you're there to provide moral support to your dad as he exercises. And I am also glad that you are here for now, until you need to go again. Okay. Defeat the enemy while staying alert for reinforcements. I can do that. So yes, after they had returned from that, we started getting the annual stew done. And yes, it has to be pronounced incorrectly as such. But every year we have a communal stew that we put together as a group. So everyone brings a little bit of everything, and we all contribute to getting the ingredients prepped and ready to go. But by that time, the skies were already starting to get a few dark clouds again, and like, we didn't really super want to be soaked again, and no one had actually read the weather report, so none of us actually knew for certain what to expect. So my partner and I, after the stew was done, we packed up and headed home. And oh my god, was the cat happy to see us. Like, she was waiting for us by the front door because she had been listening, waiting for someone to come see her. And she was so excited to see us, and she just wanted to be entirely up in our business the whole damn time. So while my partner was bringing in all of the camping supplies, I was out on the patio holding her while she was looking around for him and also screaming at the neighbor's barbecue because she didn't know what that giant thing was and she was not happy about it. Manipulate the battlefield and defeat the enemy. I don't know what you mean by manipulating the battlefield, but I'll do my best! Be wary of the gate. Oh, I have to close the gate. That's right. So you hit, and a hit, and uh-oh. No! Gate lever, gate lever. Okay. Run! Leave the conjurer alone. She is baby. Does the gate open back up again? I can't remember. I think once you've closed it the one time, you just have to defeat the enemy and you're good. No, don't heal. Bad. Thank you. Jeez. But yes, Nikki was super happy to see us, and like, she's not really a cuddler by any standard, but she was very excited we were there, and she would not let us out of her sight, and she did kind of just stick close by to us. It was very sweet. Okay. Is that all for Hall of the Novice? Hall of the Novice? I've already completed all of them. We're done with Hall of the Novice, guys! Hooray! So we're just gonna go in and make sure that we have the good gear on all of our jobs, because otherwise I will forget. Yes, there's one. Okay, Pugilist, Lancer, Rogue, and Archer, Thaumaturge, And we already did Arcanist because it was up there. Okay, wait, I don't want to be Thaumaturge, I want to be Conjurer. And now we continue to Sastasha! Just in time for me to basically finish the story I was telling about the camping trip. So, hey, good timing. I am pretty dang sure that Sastasha is not going to take a full hour. So, once we finish this, we're going to get back to doing all of our side quests once we're caught up on the MSQ to appropriate level and all that. And I need more pretzels. Pretzels are life. Duty support unlocked. Sastasha now available. Duty overview. This is new. I don't remember having to see this. Oh, that's because they set it up so that you can solo duties now. That's right, I forgot. Totally forgot that they had now set that up. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Yes, thank you. I get a little antsy, you know, because it's just like every time it's just like, oh, I feel a little bit, is this gonna be okay? And just set up my hello for the party. Once the tank comes through, here, tank, there you are. Light party. And, oh, that's right, cutscene, because we haven't actually done this previously. Nice! So another thing that I was thinking would be fun at some point in time is for people who are watching the stream, if they want to get involved in doing some of the duties as they come up on MSQ, get that set up. We would obviously have to, like, set it up via, like, Discord or something, but we can make it work. Yes, clearing instance raids, got it. Oh no, this is so small! Why is it so small? Okay. Tank seems to be doing just fine, so I'll run on my short little legs. They've got the thingamajig. Excellent. Oh geez, and I don't have an AoE yet. Buddy. Are you under geared as well? Or is it that you just grabbed a few too many of the enemies? That's fine if you did. They're having a grand old time, and that's the point, right? I forgot that that was an instant cast. My bad. Are you gonna stop there? No, of course not. Okay, I'm gonna need to be on healer sitting for this one, I think. Okay, Gora, where are you? I'm probably healing more than I need to, but hey. I always get a little bit nervous. Oh, Goro. My good person. Because I can't tell based on your gear. Hey! Grab him. Do 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 do. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. We all know that I cannot walk and chew gum at the same time. And they said red. So I'll chill back here. Yes, I know I hear something moving. It's Chopper! Okay. You doing okay, buddy? Yeah, you're not even gonna need healing for this one, are you? Oh my god, I just realized one of them is called the Lost Meme, which is fabulous. Yes, loot rules, got it. Okay, so just heal everyone up, just top everyone off just a bit. Okay. Do do do. Oh, Captain Madison, just run. Thank you. Ding! Hooray! Anyone gonna... Fine, I'll open the loot. Agreed. Uh-oh. I can't see the tank. There the tank is. Okay. We are good. Eek. Ah! Oh, jeez. Tank, why? Tank, why? Tank, why? Tank, why? Tank, why? Why are you like this? I didn't know I was signing up for underlevel wall-to-wall. Oh my. The real tanking way. Don't give me that, Seki. Uh-oh. 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 No, 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 no. Ah, cure faster. Cure faster. Jesus. Did no one pick up the... I give up. All these people are way too over level for Sastasha, except this guy. You're a warrior, you should know better. Jeez, all these people with their freaking job stones making me look bad. And I don't trust you, so we're healing you now. Come on. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay. I probably overdid it there, but that's fine. Oh no, Nikki is yelling at the door. I had to close it because my partner is home today. So... she is, you know... She's not happy because I put her outside of the office so that she wouldn't be scratching at the door from the inside, where it was easy to hear her over my microphone. Okay. Please do not wall to wall. I swear to God. Okay. And now another cutscene where we watch Captain Madison get what's coming to him. Uh-oh. Okay. Here we go. I need to fix how small that is. That is very small. That does not help me do my job. Doop-a-doop-doo. Come on. You're almost done. Just don't go. Thank you. GGTY. Ooh. Hooray! That was the dumbest expression I've ever seen. Do all Viera do that, or just me? Cool, looks like they left all the loot for me too. Nice. Because I'll actually use literally all of it. Except none of it's better. Dang it! Well. Oh. Dang. So, we're gonna do some inventory management at some point, because wow! Sort. Wow! But I got a thaumaturge cane. That's nice. I'm also noticing that, like, literally everything needs to be repaired. Whoopsie. I don't have any grade 2. Freaking heck, man. Okay, what was I doing? I was going to switch back to... Oh, level 19 Conjurer. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisies. We're gonna go to... I'm gonna say Rogue, because that looks like it has the least EXP. So probably Pirates, we have to go back to Limsa. I'm just gonna teleport. Teleport. But hey, we did Sastasha! Yeah! But once we're here, I'm going straight down to the fishing boat so that I can pick up that grade 2 dark matter. And I'm gonna eat more pretzels because of course I am. Pretzels are life. I might have unlocked new quests. I'll have to see. Yeah, because they've got the cheap dark matter here. Okay, I've got 73 in bag for that, so that's fine. I'm gonna grab 99, grade 2. 99, grade 3, because we're gonna need that coming soon. And I'm gonna put another 50 grade 1 in my bag. Okay, now repair. Because we should be able to still repair all of our gear. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. So one of the things that I recently did was we're just gonna go to the Aetherite Plaza and go upstairs from there. I started making a spreadsheet of all of the quests in Final Fantasy XIV with relevant information. I don't know what that was. I think someone found a kazoo. What? What? So I started making a spreadsheet with all of the quests in 14 so that I can start checking them off, and so if making sure I don't miss any, as well as making sure, hey, in a situation like this where we've just finished Sastasha, but we have some jobs that are still a little lower level than we'd like, we can just bounce over to wherever we need to go. There he is. To do these quests and get them knocked down. I like this guy's hair. It's a good color. I like her hair too. It's also a good color. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship's already sailed, friend. Ah, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sastasha? Yes, in my little mini-skirt. Humph, it would seem that no ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor. None the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. You are right, of course, but there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader! Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal, large or small? It matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. The purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, milady. Back then, are you? And with all your limbs and a tale to tell, I'll wager. Yep, talking, telling all about the stuff that happened. Fishbacks. And there I was thinking you'd only have a crack at a pirate skull or 3. 7 L's. You turn your back for 5 bloody minutes, and the scaly bastards have set up shop in your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left 'em in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Sastasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for your shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation, and I couldn't ask for no more than that. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest, but in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. Just so happens that I've had a request from a sister guild in Gridania, you see. Seems the forest folk are in need of a venture that can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade. But after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready and I'll lay it out for you. Thank you. Level me up. Level me up! Party Finder unlocked! It did not level me up. That is a tragedy. Ah, so you're the Ariad I've been hearing so much about. 'Tis a pleasure indeed to finally meet you in the flesh. Wait, didn't we just talk? Bateron? What the hell? Name's Bateron, most hospitable of Ulsteries, and is the Drowning Wench. 'Tis a place where adventure... Okay, so... Oh! It did that thing where it didn't load correctly again. I'm gonna have to figure out why it keeps doing that. It's not supposed to, for obvious reasons. Ready to hear about that job, then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. But whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it'll pose any trouble for adventurers survived the bedlam in Sastasha. If you think you might be interested, you'll want to have words with Mother Mione, my counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, lass. Yeah, okay. Mother Mione, we are coming back. We are coming back to Gridania. Okay, I did want to check. So, all of these are 15 and up, including Call of the Forest. So we're going... The only thing we haven't done is Princess and the Fish, which is level 10, and I feel like that is something to handle next time. So what I'm planning to do is to try to knock out everything based on level. The fishing, of course, is going to be a little bit more difficult because I've mentioned previously I suck at fishing in this game. So we're going to do MSQ until it is higher than 15. Then we're going to come back and do all the level 15 quests, unless we change our minds, because we're also prone to do that as well. Anyway, teleport, Gridania, pretzel. At some point, we're also going to need to figure out our inventory situation, because, oof. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come to take your... Oh, it's you, Arietta. 'Tis so good to see you again. What's that? Here at Bateron's suggestion, you say? That foul-mouthed rogue sends me word that an adventurer might be along for the job, and it turns out to be you. Well, this makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? With regard to the task in question, there's a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I'll brief you. Dun dun dun! Okay, so now next closest one, or rather next farthest from leveling 1 is going to be Arcanist. And my mouse seems to be misbehaving as well. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mione, but our need grows ever more pressing. Has none stepped forward? And good evening to you too, Bow Lord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. Well, if it isn't our very own woman for all seasons. You certainly have a knack for appearing when you're most needed, Arietta. Thank you for answering the call. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud, there lies an underground burial site called Tamtara Deepcroft. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. Since we thwarted their attack on the Guardian Tree, the Birdmen have not allowed us a moment's respite. They have probed every ilm of our defenses in search of a weakness, compelling me to spread our forces far more thinly than I would like. The situation so being, we have no choice but to entrust the task of dealing with the Lambs of Dalamud to others. Can we rely on you to handle this matter, Arietta? Sure. You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide and keep you. So, maybe. M- maybe. Do you think we might maybe be able to do another? Do you think we could possibly also do Tamtara today? Well, most certainly not if I keep getting stuck. Good core. Ugh. I can't even words. I'm so disgusted at how stuck I got there. Okay. I want a chocobo! What job do I want to do this on? My conjure's now 19. Let's, oh, geez, which... Let's... Later, Seki. Have a good one. Let's do this on Archer. For funsies. Hornet Swarm, I need to attack that for reasons. Yeah. And in we go. I need to re-angle my chair so that I can see what I'm doing. Because it got dark in the game. And I don't have good eyesight. Hey, look! They're over here too! As well as these guys! I shudder to think what might have happened to Isildur had I not thought to pick the fruit I stumbled across on the way here. Sometimes he has too much vigor for his own good. Age is supposed to mellow us, but if anything it has made him more impetuous. I understand his desire to make use of the time left him, but one misstep and there won't be any. Ah, ah. Childish curiosity prompted me to commit the most elementary of blunders. Were it not for that fruit Aliane found, my adventures may well have ended in this forbidden place. Always look before you leap. In my haste, this most fundamental rule of adventuring had slipped my mind. I do believe I shall rest here a while. So we meet again. I cannot say I'm surprised to see you here. You took the prize back in Limsa, but this time we will give you better sport, or I am no true adventurer. Gods, I hate mausoleums. It's not right to disturb the dead in their slumber. To think of our goal, sister. One day our adventures will be the stuff of song, and it will be all worth it. Y'all have fun. Oh, magicked bones. I need to attack those too. Magicked bones. Okay, I'm just gonna... Ooh. I made a choice. It wasn't a great one, that's fine. Did I get the thing? Yes, I did. Excellent. Okay. Your area to Storm Strike, I take it? Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bow Lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deep Croft and purge it of the Lambs of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity put an end to the Sixth Astral Era. The cultists took the Lesser Mood Dalamud for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it is now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deep Croft, you may be sure that it's no good will come from it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Okay. Into Tamtara we go. Level 16! I should have seen this one coming. So, since the next part is level 16, we are going to get everyone to level 16. I do not have Hawthorne Hut? Well, that's lame. So I'm just gonna hop on over to Hawthorne Hut and start working on all these job quest stuff. Okay. So, since we're here, that's Limsa, Gridania is dangerous position. Violators will be shot, trial by water. Those are the ones nearest to us. But be assured. Oh, over here. Be assured we will get all jobs to 16. Or rather, we will most assuredly get all combat jobs to 16, and when all jobs are at 20, we will be going about and getting all the gatherer and crafter jobs that way too. Dangerous proposition, that's a different one. Trial by water, that's a different one. Well, dangerous proposition's right here, so let us switch. It was Lancer is 15, so we can do that. Hey, a wild hoglet. That is on my Hunsel. What's this? Life Surge ensures critical damage for first weapon skill. Used with Life Surge is active. Okay, so that one goes here. And I'll put that here. That's approximately how I want things. So yeah, the place that we went camping looked very much like East Shroud. It's in a whole lot of ways. Like, oh, just so gorgeous there. I'm already looking forward to going back next year. Dun, dun, dun. And even though we are level 16 on Lancer, we are going to do the level 15 quest to get it out of the way. since we're right here. So we meet again. You remember who I am, I trust. I'm gonna be a jerk. You wound me! How could you possibly forget your mentor, he who taught you the true meaning of courage? Well, it is of little consequence, though you have forgotten the teacher, it is plain you have not forgotten his teachings. I understand you were able to retrieve the Stone of Courage and Spirit Hold. It seems I was right about you. Aye, you have the makings of a true Lancer, unlike those charlatans at the Lancers Guild. It is well that you've come to me, for I've just the trial for you, one that will do wonders for your courage. Not interested, you say? Ah, but you have no choice. Should you refuse, well, suffice it to say that I will not be able to guarantee the safety of your comrade here. When we last spoke, I told you that a Lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Needless to say, the threat posed by ordinary creatures is insufficient. You must needs seek out better sport. But do not fear, for I have taken the liberty of finding you something suitable. Take this alchemic potation and sprinkle it upon the exposed roots yonder. Doing so will garner you the wrath of a certain creature, which you must then strike down. This guy's such an ass. Like, okay, yes, he's a jerk. He's a bad news in general, but like he's such an ass. And like forcing me to piss off some sort of nature spirit or what have you. Just terrible. Succulent bone, pristine water. Alchemic potation. Hostile presence. Oh, he made me anchor an elm. Terrible. So you have vanquished the treant. Well done. By striking down that frenzied creature, you have further strengthened your courage. Release your comrade? Oh, I shall, once you have completed my next trial. This one will pit you against multiple foes. Make your way to Lifeman's Stump in the Central Shroud. Once there, seek out a likely spot for the forest path to lie in wait. Along the forest path to lie in wait. Man-eating wolves are wont to hunt there this time of year, and it should not be long before a pack appears. When the beasts show themselves, you are to slay their leader, the alpha wolf. I shall be observing from up close, the better to offer you advice. This man is terrible. He's terrible. Okay, violators will be shot is in fact closer. Oh, I need wild hoglet for this too. Doop doop doo. So, just gonna get these level 15 quests out of the way, and also make sure that all of our jobs are level 16 or higher, which I mean the job quests. The level 15 job quests should more than take care of that. Also need a tree sapling for this too. There's a lot of crossover with the Huntslog, I've noticed. It's like they don't expect you to be repeating content because you're doing all of the jobs. And yet here I am, repeating content because I'm doing all of the jobs. Yay, Mandragora is done. Archery butt. Hey. There's 1 of 6! Woo! Okay, look, there's another one. And another one! Yeah. Hee hee hee. Oh, northern vulture. Hey, look, there's another one in that corner. Just gotta get through here. Obviously, I didn't. That's fine. I'm gonna just... Yeah. And apparently I can't attack them when I am being attacked. Which I find terribly rude. Yep, there's 4 of 6. Was I looking? Oh, I need the goblin hunters. I'm not going to do all the hunts log. I'm just going to do ones that are nearby. Because I don't need to do all the hunts log right now. Hey, look, there's another archery butt. Hey, rude. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. So I had originally planned on talking more about my other camping trips while we were out and about doing things, but I have clearly gotten distracted, and we've only got like about 10 minutes left. Hey, look, a quest! So we're gonna get the Aetheryte, the Choco Keep, and the quest. We have touched this crystal. And Choco Keep. And leaf meat. And basically the same thing as before. The young sylph has wandered into Americe's spire, tired and frightened. The wood whalers on duty at the outpost have provided the wayward sapling with water and shelter, but are afraid they will not be able to care for the child much longer. They seek a volunteer to escort the sylph back to Little Solace. So it's another beckon one. Oh, this gives ventures. Neat. Do I still have beckon on my bar? I do not, but I have all of those dances. Gonna just... Yeah, bye. Okay. That's right. It was Lancer. No, it wasn't Lancer. We did Lancer. It was Conjurer. Oh, this is another one with Sylphie, isn't it? Or rather, she'll show up at some point. Okay, pristine water. Tainted water spirit, no! Oh, swift cast. Actually, I want this swift cast to be right next to the resurrection. I love how the little cat looks like it's trying to swipe at the enemy as well. That's incredibly adorable and super on brand for cats. I'll attack you regardless. Okay. So... we're gonna switch back to Lancer. No. Archer? No. Let's do Rogue? No. Pugilist. That one's level 15. Great! Okay, and we're gonna put... Beckon. On to our hotbar again. Okay, so where are we beckoning this thing to? Transporter. Escort to Little Solace. Okay. Oh, I needed that because I need to initiate it. Ha! I don't need it to be super hard. We'll just do things as we do them. Orphan Sylph. Okay, so... you can come with me. Oh, Pussnat. Gross. That sounds disgusting. And of course the giant net had to come out for me too. Okay. Orphan Sylph. Too far away. Still too far. There we go. Okay, and we'll go a little ways and call them again. Cool. And we will go a little ways and call them again. Distance covered 23%. Keeps turning me around. Okay, sorry Ladybug, but you gotta go. Hey, look, a chest! Alright. Let's get to that chest. Oh, Nikki is yelling again. Oh! North Shroud Lemur! Maybe don't, my dude. Maybe leave the babby alone. We're almost home, little Sylph. "86%? We're here. Does the baby not recognize her little home?" Oh my goodness. Apparently I have to take it directly to its mom. You have guided the orphan to safety. It's an orphan, it doesn't have a mom. Good to note. And we probably need to go back to there at some point soon in order to get quests, because I didn't pay attention to whether there were any quests there. Complete. Alright. So, trial by water. That's right, I need to finish up Conjurer thing. And once I've done that, we will be at wrapping up time. Greetings, Arietta. Brother Asumi informed me of your coming. I assume it was you who purified the befouled water at the hedge tree? The joyous bubbling of the elementals was a pleasure to hear. On behalf of both them and myself, I thank you. Pompous bow. With a hair flip. Now, without further ado, let us speak of that which your brother Asumi sent you here to learn. I trust you did not find it strange to be asked to tend to a tree when your lesson this day concerns the element of water. One need not have studied botany to realize that the forest requires much more than rich soil to flourish. Water is essential for carrying the nutrients in the earth from a tree's roots all the way to the very tips of its leaves. This precious liquid is the lifeblood of the 12's wood. Without it, naught would grow. But should it rise in too great a volume and too swiftly, the nourishing flow will become a crashing wave that washes away all before it. It is important to realize that all of nature is in balance. As contrary derives its power from nature, we must take care not to use our art in a manner like to disrupt this state. Ever must we be mindful of this ceaseless tug-of-war embodied in creation, this fruitful stalemate of elements. Brother Josen, are you about? I am here, sir. What has transpired? A herd of young antelope stags has gone berserk. I don't know what's got into 'em so panicked, but there's no calming 'em now. The mad beasts gored the soldiers sent to shepherd them away from civilian settlements, leaving us with a pile of wounded over at Jocelyn's Spire, and not enough hands to staunch the bleedin'. We need a healer, and fast. Curious, I sensed nothing amiss in the whisperings of the elementals. What could have frightened these antelopes so? Apologies, I shall revisit the musings anon. Let us make haste. If matters are as chaotic as you say, I fear the number of injured may be rising as we speak. I doubt that too will suffice. We must divide our forces. Arietta, travel straight away to Jocelyn's Spire and tend to the wounded. I shall endeavor to rally further healers and follow after you, bearing what restorative unguents I can. You, sir, head to Stillglade Fane and beseech the aid of Brother Asumi. All right. Well, that is not a thing that we are dealing with today. We're just gonna go out into this beautiful place and sit down next to a daffodil. And just look real pissed off sitting next to the daffodil. Yeah. Lovely. All right. That is it for today. Thank you all for coming on this adventure with me. I hope you enjoyed the camp stories as well as getting through Sastasha. And next time, we're going to get all of our combat jobs above level 16, try to finish up all of the level 15 job quests to that end, and we're going to hit Tamtara Deepcroft. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I'll see you again on Friday when we're doing all that stuff. Take care and make sure to drink water. It is hot outside. All right, bye everybody.